Hi everyone, Julie here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. For today's video, about a month and a half ago, I placed an order on shopmissa, which if you don't know, is a $1 website where you can buy makeup as well as a bunch of other things. I went on and placed an order for a full face of makeup. I've been testing out the makeup so I could let you guys know what was good. For today's video, I'm here to let you know all of the good products I found so you can check them out if you'd like to. That sounds like something you're into, please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's get into it. All right, for primer, AOA Studio Clean Slate. This is just a really nice primer. Gives you a nice base, doesn't pill up over my moisturizer, doesn't make my foundation pill up. Just gives me a nice base, smooth going on, feels really good. For foundation, this is the AOA Studio Buildable Satin Foundation. This stuff's like $1.88. It is smaller than a typical foundation. This is 0.64 fluid ounce. A typical foundation is 1 fluid ounce, but still 2 of these is like less than $4, you know, so cheaper than the drugstore even, and it's beautiful, beautiful on. Wears all day. Wonderful, wonderful foundation. And you can't beat the price. Beautiful. For concealer, this is the AOA Studio Liquid Concealer. I don't love the application method of this. It's just like a squeezy tube, but whatever. This I would say is like a medium coverage maybe, which for me is fine. I don't really love a full coverage concealer anyways, because I just put it on the inner corners. That's the only place I really have darkness. Okay, for eyeshadow primer, this is the, again, the AOA Studio. This is the Soft Base Nude Eye Primer. This is really nice. However, my big gripe with this is the applicator. This is such a mess. Like, I have other ones in tubes like this, and they are not, this is just kind of a mess. But it's a really nice eye primer. I've used this quite a bit. It is a really nice eyeshadow primer, but for whatever reason, this is super, super messy. Like, the tube gets super messy. That drives me a little crazy, but it's $1 and it works really good. So, you know, it is what it is. This I've actually had for years, but I thought I'd throw it in here. This is the AOA Studio Perfect Finishing Pressed Powder. This is literally a white. Well, it says 150 translucent, but it's clearly white. If you watched my underhyped like products video, I talked about the Laura Mercier translucent pressed powder, or invisible pressed powder that I use for my under eyes, which is amazing. That's literally one of my favorites. This is the other one I use on my under eyes. It is beautiful. Like, doesn't leave a white cast, just beautiful, beautiful under eye setting powder. Have used this for years. Love it. And it's $1. Super affordable. Love it. Okay, this is another one I've had for years. This is the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder. And if you notice the theme with the AOA Studio, okay, in my experience, their AOA line seems to be like their best line in my experience. Not that they don't have other lines that aren't okay, but the AOA line is just really good. So if you're new to buying things from shopmissa, check out their AOA line or AOA Studio line. I've had the best luck with that line. Anyways, this is the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder, and this one is in Soft Light. It's just a loose setting powder. This is so pretty. It has like a diffused look to it, but not, it does not have shimmer. It does not have sparkle. And it doesn't give you like a super dewy look. It gives like a diffused light sort of look, but not a shimmer or a dewy look per se. Because I am not all about putting like a shimmer look on my face. Like, I'm not trying to look like Edward Cullen at all. And this doesn't do that, but it's beautiful. It gives you kind of like an ethereal look, if that makes sense, but without looking shiny. Like, I would wear this in the sunlight and not be worried that I am shimmering. This is really good. And I've actually set my under eyes with that as well. Okay. Blush. This one is actually not AOA. This one is Amuse Cosmetics. This is the matte powder blush. This thing is humongous. This is in Satin Sheets, and it's so pretty. This works so well. This stays on so nice and is so beautiful on the skin. I actually had like a date day with my husband. We went to the dentist. I mean, it is what it is. Those are our dates. We go to the dentist together. Anyways, and I wore this actually for our date because it's just so easy to work with. Like, so easy to put on. Like, it's not patchy. It just works. Like, I want makeup that just works. I don't want to like fuss with it all day. I just want to get it, put it on, and go. Beautiful. And it was $1. Like, pretty much all of this was $1 minus that foundation. I think everything else was $1. So, another blush. Okay. This one is the AOA Studio Hush Cream Sheer Blush. This one is in Cupid. So it looks like. Oh. This is so pretty. This one kind of blew me away, to be honest. Okay, their packaging is a little janky, okay? Sometimes. Like, some of their packaging is not great. Okay, this stuff is $1. It's $1, okay? I don't know what else to say. But their products are good. So, it is what it is. This stuff is, it is not... It's like thicker than I thought it would be. Like, most cream blushes are super emollient. The problem with that is that they tend to like wear off really fast. This is a little thicker, but it lasts. Like, it wears so long. Almost to the point where, like, I feel like if I didn't wash my makeup off at the end of the night, it might be there the next day. It's, I mean, it doesn't stain, but like, it probably could. It's so pretty and it lasts so long. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So nice. This is the AOA Studio Velour highlighter, and this is in the shade For You. It's so nice. This is like a putty highlighter. It's basically, this is like a dupe for a Super Shock highlighter. So if you've ever used one of the ColourPop Super Shock highlighters, this is basically a dupe. In fact, I have one. I have the one in Smoke and Whistles, and that one's a little bit more of like a silver tone than this is. But otherwise, like, I swatched them side by side and they're extremely similar. Like, extremely similar. Like, the feel, the texture, the way they look on the skin. Like, I will say this shears out like a little more than the Super Shock one does, but I kind of like that. So good. If you buy one thing from everything I talk about today, have it be these highlighters. These are amazing. And they're $1. Like, my mind is blown. This is like my new love. I had to force myself to put this down and go back to using some of my other highlighters. So good. And the same thing with this blush too. Like, it's a problem. Anyways, a few more products. Okay, this is the AOA Studio Gel Eyeliner. This is just, I don't know, it's brown. Okay, I'm sure it had a fancy name like chocolate or espresso or something when I bought it. I don't remember what the name is. It's not on the pencil. That's what I know. It's brown. Okay, I don't know why they have to do fancy names. It's brown. But here's why I like it. It's very smooth and creamy, number one. And number two, it doesn't come off. Sorry, my hair is, I don't know what to tell you about my hair, okay? I'm not a hairstylist, okay? I guess it does come off a little on my finger, but for the most part, like, it stays where I put it. So when I'm putting it in my waterline, I can actually put it in there I have very watery, sensitive eyes, and I can actually get it in there and it stays there. That's all I'm looking for in an eyeliner. I mean, I have some that like, I can't even finish putting it in there before it's coming off. This one doesn't do that. I just want them to be creamy and be able to put them all the way in there and have them stay there. But I mean, I had just, you know, I didn't give it time, but it's still on there. You know, now it doesn't come off. Just had to give it a minute. Anyways, I like that a lot. Okay, next thing. And I did not, honestly, I didn't think I'd like this. This is the AOA Studio Slim Brow Pencil. I'll be honest, I don't really care much for slim brow pencils because I couldn't draw hair-like strokes to save my life. Okay, I have like, I don't know, kind of thicker brows, like, I guess, I don't know. And I just use a regular size brow pencil. I don't know. I just do it the old school way, okay? I didn't think I would like this because it is like micro tip, like very, very small. But I actually really like this. I mean, I still do it the normal way. I still am not going to draw hair-like strokes because I just can't. I'm incapable, okay? But I like this. It's like, it's a little stiff, which at first I thought I wouldn't like either, but I actually, I kind of like that. But it stays, like, kind of like the eyeliner. Oops. Where, like, it, okay, I'm going to use the other finger. I mean, it, like, really stays. It stays right where you put it, and it does not move. And I like that. Because I don't have to use any brow gel. Like, it's just going to stay where I put it. I'm really liking that. I've been using that quite a bit lately. All right, last but not least of the roundup is this. This is the Amuse Cosmetics Pro Artist Eyeshadow Palette. This is so nice. The only shade I've not used in here is this black. Because honestly, I just don't use black eyeshadow. These are large pans. But it's so pretty on. I've used this probably, I don't know, at least 6 or 7 times. I mean, just really pretty, really solid formula. Easy to work with, doesn't get patchy, blends easily, really pretty. Anyways, this is such a pretty fall palette too. Oh, I've been having fun with that. Anyways, that is my roundup of all the like must-haves that I found recently on shopmissa. Like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you wouldn't mind. Join my little journey. Anyways, I'm gonna go live my regular life and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.